In 2000, there was a presidential election that would decide not the next 4 years, but, knowingly, the next 2 decades of politics in America. The election was occurring 8 years after the relatively popular tenure of Democrat Bill Clinton. His vice president, Al Gore, began his campaign for the presidency, as did Bush. George W. Bush, son of George H. W. Bush, decided to move on from Texan politics and ran for the presidency. Thus, the general election was set, Bush v. Gore. After a tumultuous campaign season, the Electoral College came down to one state, Florida, a swing state at the time. The vote came down to hundreds in the end, in favor of Bush. Of course, it was only natural for Gore to call for a recount, which would be troublesome due to many issues with the voting system utilized in Florida. The issue continued, until the Supreme Court had to step in, and voted against the motion in the case donning the name Bush v. Gore. George Bush became president, eventually leading the country past the tragedy of 9/11, which he initially handled quite well with his unification and stability calls. Then, he led us into Iraq, then a full-stage conflict across the Middle East. This turned into a trillion-dollar disaster, resulting in American populist isolationism eventually taking a forefront in debate.